Assalamualaikum guys, my name is Mayer and I welcome you all to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to further discuss the section waves and we are going to discuss some important terminologies. Before we deep dive into those important terminologies, let's first draw the general structure of a waveform. So this straight line is called a mean position and this is generally a waveform. So our first definition is amplitude. It is defined as the distance, as the maximum distance on a wave from mean position. And by that I mean that if I move from mean position till this peak, this is termed as amplitude, or if I move from here to here at the bottom down peak, this is also amplitude. Examiner can now ask you to define amplitude, and amplitude is defined as the maximum distance on a wave from the mean position and can be drawn like this or like this. Our second definition is crests and trough. Okay, let's understand what is crest. Crest is a point located at top position. This is a crest and this is another crest. Whereas trough is a point located at bottom down position. If I move from mean position to upwards, the displacement I cover is known as positive maximum displacement, and if I move downwards from the mean position, the distance covered is known as negative maximum displacement. So if we define crest and trough, it can be written that crest is a point located at positive maximum displacement on a wave from mean position, whereas trough is a point located at negative max displacement on a wave from mean position. So our third important terminology is in phase and out of phase points. Let's first understand on this diagram what is meant by in phase and out of phase point. If we discuss about two crests or two troughs, let me extend this diagram. So they behave in same manner. Behaving in same, by the term behaving in same manner, I mean that they both are crests, they both are points of the same time, and they both are located at positive maximum displacement. So they are in phase points. Whereas similarly, both troughs are in phase points because they both are located at negative maximum displacement. But if we compare a crest with a trough or a trough with a crest, they are out of phase points because they behave or act in a different manner. So first of all, let's discuss in phase points. In phase points are those points on a wave that behave or acts in same manner. Let's elaborate this. For example, a crest is in phase to other crest, and a trough is in phase to other trough. Now I don't need to write the definition for out of phase point, because the definition of out of phase points is exactly opposite to the definition of in phase points. I am telling you verbally. In out of phase points are those points on a wave that acts or behave in a different manner. For example, a crest is out of phase to a trough and vice versa. Our other important fourth important terminology is wavelength. Okay. So basically, the wavelength is the distance between two consecutive crests, two consecutive troughs, or in a summarized way, it is the distance between two in-phase points on a wave. For example, the distance between these two consecutive troughs is a wavelength, and distance between two consecutive troughs is also a wavelength. So wavelength is represented by the symbol lambda, which is a Greek symbol, and it is defined as the distance between two consecutive in phase points on a wave. Okay. Our other important terminologies include, at number 5 we have time period. So if you guys have studied physical quantities and measurement chapter, which is the first topic of general physics, properly, you must have studied this term there in the topic of simple pendulum. We have discussed it is discussed that time period is the time taken by pendulum to complete one oscillation. For example, moving from mean position to another extreme, then back to other extreme, and then back to mean position. So if we write about time period, it is the time taken for one complete oscillation. Or we can also define it as time taken by a wave to pass through one point. Our sixth important terminology is frequency. Frequency is represented by F, and it is the number of waves. It is defined as the number of waves or oscillation produced, generated, or completed 1 second, in 1 second, या per second. Frequency SI unit is hertz, that is capital H and small z. So if you are being confused in time period and frequency, they both are opposite of each other. Time period is the time taken by one complete wave to generate, or one complete oscillation to complete one oscillation, whereas frequency are the number of waves or oscillations generated per second. So we have two important formulas relating time period and frequency. So frequency can be calculated by the formula F equals to 1 over T, which means that frequency is reciprocal of time period. And if we rearrange this formula, we get another formula to calculate time period, that is T equals to 1 over F, where 1 is constant. Our seventh important terminology is wave speed, represented by small v. So in kinematics, it is studied that wave is the speed is the distance traveled by a body per unit time. Similarly, wave speed is the same thing. It is the distance traveled by wave per second, or in 1 per unit time, or 1 second. And we have a very famous equation where we can calculate wave speed, that is v equals to f times lambda. Here v is wave velocity in meter per second, f is frequency in hertz, and lambda is wavelength in meter or centimeter. And we can also rearrange this formula to calculate any three of the following when other two are given. Now we are studying our last discussion of today's lecture, that is number 8, wave fronts. Generally, there is a whole misconception in students regarding wave fronts, and they define it as an imaginary line. It is not defined as an imaginary line, but rather it is a shape created when two in-phase points of a waves are generated. For example, let's say this is a wave motion. So if we join sorry for that, join these two in-phase points that are crest, or these two in-phase points that are trough by a straight line. This is called wave front. And wave fronts are a representative of the actual wave form, because when we are studying important concepts like reflection, refraction, or diffraction, we draw wave fronts instead of actual wave, because it is very difficult to show the reflected, refracted, or diffracted wave in its actual waveform. So we use these straight lines that are wave fronts. In order to draw wave fronts, certain characteristics of wave front are important. First of all, wave fronts are drawn perpendicular that is at 90 degrees to the direction of wave motion. Let's say this is an arrow representing direction of a wave motion. So these wave fronts are drawn perpendicular. Secondly, wave fronts are drawn at equidistant from each other. This means they are parallel. This symbol is used in mathematics for showing parallel lines parallel to each other. And now examiner can ask you to draw wave fronts for certain wave forms. Let's say this is a wave motion that is horizontal. So wave fronts will be drawn like this, and they will be the representation of the actual waveform. They will be drawn at equidistant to each other, and they will be perpendicular to the direction of wave motion and parallel to each other. The distance between two wave fronts is called lambda, that is wavelength. And examiner may not specifically mention how much wave fronts to draw and how much distance. That's upon you, but make sure that the distance you mark for each wave front is same and they are drawn perpendicular to the direction of wave motion, and draw at least 3 to 4 wave fronts. Okay, so that's it from my side, and see you all in the next video. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.